Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac. I'm excited because I get to play as Isaac today. Always a nice time. Ew, the bean. Oh, jeez, this is like bad spacebar item daily here. That's ridiculous. What kind of magazine would come out daily? You know, print media is dying. You can't put out a magazine every single day. It's called a newspaper. You ding dong. In any case, glossy paper don't come cheap. We're gonna keep moving on here. Last run. There were some good things about the last run, mostly that we could fly, we had Brimstone, Polyphemus, Permanent Polaroid, Invincibility, Blue Candle, but hey, we didn't get Mom's Knife or become Guppy, so I don't think anybody can complain. Please pay out fast. That hurts real bad. I'm gonna go down to 1 heart. That's about as comfortable as I can get here. Were there red hearts available in our item room? This floor has the capability of either being amazing or absolutely god-awful, depending on how the remaining, like, 2 rooms go here. If Demon Judgment pays out with something, that could be insanely good. Or not good at all, but it could be at least, like, something. Worst case scenario is we end up with a little bit less HP. That extra nickel drop there is actually amazing. That was a little dangerous. That's okay. We're up to 7 cents. Borderline available to make the shop worthwhile. Or borderline ready, I guess I should say, not available. Similar words, different meanings. Let's see what we got going on with our boss. I really hope that we'll just snag some HP here, if only so we can make Demon Judgment work more for us. Or, you know what actually might be a better turn of events is if we actually manage to get either the crate or Squeezy, so we get some Spirit Hearts. That way we are a little bit more aggressive in our gambling on the Demon Judgment. But above all else, just something that doesn't require a reroll so we can actually afford to reroll Kamikaze. I think that would be a little bit... that's the most preferable out of all the options for us. Also, if somehow we could also come with a speed upgrade, that would be pretty sweet. 1 speed downgrade as Isaac won't kill you, but it does make it a little bit harder to pick up items like lard, small rock, fat odd mushroom, etc., because, you know, a cumulative loss of speed can really cause you some problems. So there's the box, the crate, whatever you want to call it. I don't think we're going to take this pill just yet. Judas Tongue is really good for the next floor. Our tarot card is the Hierophant, which is amazing. And we'll take the pill with us. We won't reroll just yet, because we might prefer to reroll on the Curse Room, or we might prefer to reroll Demon Judgment, but admittedly I don't know how the rules kind of apply for Demon Judgment on rerolls. It should pay out with the Deal with the Devil item, but I think colloquially there have been situations where it hasn't. Okay, I'm going to use 2 of Diamonds and then bump into our shop here quickly where we have a coin purse, which is actually maybe a little bit more of a prudent reroll, but it depends on what this pill is. If this is like a full health pill, we'll see. Let's go into our curse room quickly. There's our secret room adjacent to it. Okay, well we got 3 of the same pill. It's bad gas. That is a disappointment. Okay, I'm glad that I made this decision, even though it is going to cost us big time getting out of here. We're going to be down to 1 Spirit Heart. But we have 99 bombs, which is really nice. This is a very weird run so far. I'm gonna take these. Okay, this is pretty much what I was hoping for. What a weird, like, swing back and forth here. Bad trip. Okay, that's fine. And this one? Luck up. I don't even know where we stand anymore. But this is okay. A very strange floor, but an okay floor nonetheless. Kamikaze gets rerolled in a Sacrificial Dagger. That's the most sane thing that's happened thus far. And we'll put one of our 99 bombs down here. Sorry, my head just exploded. Where is our second secret room then? Do we just not have one? I'm gonna give 1 more Spirit Heart to this Demon Judgment. I believe! Oh, come on, dude. I'm gonna give you 1 more full Spirit Heart. Oh, that's Balls of Steel. Okay. I'm gonna give you 1 more full Spirit Heart because you gave me Balls of Steel. Oh, come on, dog. I'm gonna give you 1 more because I feel like we can afford to. Oh, it worked! Okay. I went way beyond my limit there. What an interesting first floor, though. I can't even really recount all of the things that happened, but we got Pyro, we got the Pact, we got, like, 12 Spirit Hearts and lost half of them. I don't even know where we're at right now, but we have 98 bombs and the Pact and some flies and still some Spirit Hearts backing us up, so I'm pretty excited. You know, with Judas Tongue, I'm pretty sure we've got a really lucrative deal with the devil ahead of us on this floor, unless something goes terribly, drastically, terribly, horribly wrong. But man, that's a more exciting first floor than you typically get on an Isaac run, so I'm very happy with that. Having an extra key here is extremely important because obviously we're going to use those keys for important things. Important business. I am going to pick up Small Rock, even though our speed is already, like, bad. I think Small Rock is the kind of thing. I mean, with the Pact, we did get a small speed upgrade, I think, but maybe that's the mark that gives you the small speed upgrade. I'm quite slow, but at the same time, I can also afford to maybe become Guppy, like, immediately here, which is pretty sweet. We'll take those Guppy items. I might as well take the 3 extra flies as a result. Reroll the crap out of them. 2 free deal with the devil items. One's Brimstone, one's the shovel. Well, we took Brimstone on the last run, so I'm not going to take it on this run. And by now, by taking 2 Guppy items and then not taking Brimstone for free, I've inevitably infuriated everybody watching this. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button before you leave. I'm half joking, by the way, but in any case, I think this is going to lead to a more engaging run this way. We had Brimstone Polyphemus on the last run. I don't want to say that that last run was boring, but it doesn't get much more, like, stilted. It's a much more polite word to use. It doesn't get much more stilted than Brimstone Polyphemus. One shot kills, or you wait 15 minutes for the next shot to charge up. Black Bean is not very good, but we may end up getting it because our reroll is going to be better used elsewhere. So our chances of becoming Guppy are extraordinarily high. I'm going to visit our curse room for that reason. Okay. In 1 floor, we became Guppy. Now, inevitably, that's going to annoy some people as well. Thanks for watching. I apologize. With as many bombs as we have, we might as well look for the second secret room, especially early on. This is as close to a 1 run as I've had this early in the game, I think. That is just... I feel bad for the great luck that we're having right now. But at least it's been a pretty bombastic way to become Guppy. But it's always, it's frustrating to some people when you become Guppy on 1 floor. I get it. I totally understand why you would feel that way. But that's okay, because I'm going to have fun with this one regardless. And dare I say that, you know, we haven't won yet, so I shouldn't get too cocky. But I feel like we're kind of on... Oh, this is the right way to go. I kind of feel like we're on a new version of the streak. We've had a lot of very successful runs in a row. And this one is definitely shaping up to be yet another one. I didn't go to our shop just because with 4 cents, what am I going to do? Like, buy a key? It's not that important. Pretty much the only thing we need right now, assuming we get HP in the, you know, kind of proportional way that you would expect to get HP at this point, or at this point of the game moving onwards, is more speed. If we could pick up, like, 1 speed upgrade, I would be super stoked, but we're generating flies. We can fly. Our flies do a lot of damage because we do a lot of damage, so... I'm pretty confident that we can more or less just coast this one. Let's see how powerful we can become. Of course, this allows me to go on a little bit more tangents, but tangents a little bit like, I'm trying to think of a good metaphor here. I don't want to get performance anxiety about, do we know what this is? Bad gas. Bad trips, better. I don't want to get performance anxiety about tangents. Tangents are one of those things that's just a little bit better when it comes out by itself. You try to force it, you end up saying some inane bullshit. Who knows what's going to happen. So for now, I'm just going to focus on Isaac until something strikes me. We definitely do not need infestation. We need Game Kid about as much as we need a penis-flavored lollipop to, quote, dodgeball, I think? I'm not totally sure which of Ben Stiller's magnum opuses, Opie, Gangnam Style, that is from, but I'm pretty sure it's from Dodgeball. The great thing about Dodgeball, you think I'm going to go on a tangent about Ben Stiller? No, sir, my friend. But I'm going to go on a hallmark of another so bad it's good movie actor who I have a great amount of respect for because A, his name is awesome, and B, he is on the Larry Sanders Show, which is a show that to some extent time is forgotten, but is one of the best HBO-style sketch comedy shows. Not HBO style, it was on HBO. But anyway, in history, Larry Sanders Show is a great show. Anyway, long story short, Rip Torn. I mean, I don't even have to say anything else. The man's name, he played Patches O'Houlihan. I can't believe I remember his fucking last name. In Dodgeball, he played Patches O'Houlihan in that movie. His name in real life is Rip Torn. Now, I don't know if that is a... are you seriously going to give me the Fallen right here and, like, probably the Nun's Habit on the same floor? Anyway, I'm excited about it, but, his real fucking name is Rip Torn. It doesn't get any better than that. How do you... Oh, I'm gonna... Yeah, that's better. How do you... If you're somebody else and you say, hey, what's your name? He says Rip Torn. You gotta be shaking in your boots, right? What are you gonna say to that? I'm Dave Sanders? You can't just say you're Dave Sanders. You're talking about Rip Torn over here. Actually, we don't want anything else to do with the rest of this floor except for the second secret room, unfortunately. I really would love to get Nun's Habit, but I don't know if that's going to happen now that I look at kind of the dynamics of this floor. You can't say, you have to make up another name. Hi, Rip Torn. I'm like, well, you take one for Mystery Science Theater. I'm Blast Hard Cheese. You got to say something like that just to compete. In a way, it's unfair. I think he should be legislated to be forced to change his name to some extent. Alright, well, this backtracking was pretty much worthless. Like, it's not fair to mere mortals. And the other thing, beyond the Larry Sanders Show, the other thing that's great about Rip Torn is that, for whatever reason, he was persuaded to sign on to Freddy Got Fingered and played the father in that movie, which is just an unbelievable meta popcorn ball of disappointment for all involved. I was hoping that somehow we'd get 2 cents here. That doesn't look like it's going to happen. I guess we're headed down to the next floor. I'm still pretty excited about the way this floor went down, but still. Yeah, Rip Torn, man. Basically, my whole tangent here boils down to, what a name. And I'm not trying to be culturally insensitive. I think he might be Irish. Maybe Rip is like a standard Irish name. I mean, well, not standard, but a not so uncommon Irish name. Like, I know there's other Rips out there. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip? People keep telling me that, by the way, that, ooh, that could have ruined things. That Just Out for a Rip is the most Canadian song of all time. And it is, in a way. You know, if you haven't seen it on YouTube, I would encourage you to go check it out. Just Out for a Rip, are you, bud? You can spell that probably any way you choose. This is awesome. We'll take the mark for free, basically, and re-roll that into not something we're going to take. But hey, I'm glad that we saw it regardless. But a lot of people don't realize there's a Canadian sketch comedy show called SCTV. It's basically Saturday Night Live, but Canadian. And you're saying, oh, that's really funny. Oh, the Canadians have their own version of everything. But it bred like or didn't breed them. That would probably be unethical. But it gave a lot of comedians who you are familiar with their start. For example, John Candy, Eugene Levy. John, if you just, I'm sure most of you are aware. John Candy was in Cool Runnings, Uncle Buck, etc., etc. Eugene Levy's the dad from American Pie, but, you know, if you want to take some more illustrious stuff, you know, he's on, what am I trying to say here? He's on, the Christopher Guest, like, mockumentary movies. I'm not worried too much about my rerolls at this point, to be honest with you. Strap in for the tangents. Yeah, like in Best in Show and, Waiting for Guffman and stuff like that. Again, highly recommended. Dave Thomas, probably most well-known, outside of Canada at least, as the dude who played John Cleese's assistant in Rat Race. Also, I think the guy's name is like Jim Flaherty or something like that. I know that's also the name of a Canadian politician, but he played the father on Freaks and Geeks. And also the "You shall not make this putt, you jackass" guy from Happy Gilmore. Anyway, it gave a lot of comedians their start, and there was a couple of recurring characters, Bob and Doug McKenzie, who did they were so popular that they actually did an album. I think it's called The Great White North. It has a song on it called Take Off, which is basically just a bunch of people saying Canadianisms to one another, and then Geddy Lee, the, you know, singer and bassist from Rush, sings the hook on it. Which I don't think there's a more Canadian song than that. With all due respect to Out for a Rip, I think a song from SCTV that just consists of Canadianisms with Geddy Lee singing the hook, by definition, pretty much has to take the title of most Canadian. Am I going to reroll the pony, or am I going to reroll 9 lives? By the way, I know if I took 9 lives, I could go to the boss trap room. So let's do that. That sounds like fun. We're just messing around on this run at this point anyway. By the way, Take Off. I see, basically we just traded 1 HP for 9 extra lives, which I think is a good deal. We might end up trading 0 HP if we get an HP upgrade on our boss trap room, but I would not necessarily advise you to listen to Take Off if you're looking for high art. It's mostly just kind of catchy and maybe funny once or twice. I can't get into the boss trap room anymore because I took that HP. Well, I'm dumb, but that's okay. We'll move along here. I know we could look for our second secret room. I guess I probably should. Maybe I'll check on the upper side here. Anyway. Yeah, I haven't looked here yet. That does not contain it. I actually have no idea where it could be then. Maybe just to the left up here? I guess I could hurt myself because I don't have that many spirit arts. I could hurt myself and get into the boss trap room. Maybe get HP out of it. Maybe get nothing out of it though, so it's kind of a compromise. Oh, it is there. And of course it's more spirit hearts. So here's what I'm thinking. Why don't we hurt ourselves here? And then drop another bomb. I think this is a relatively good compromise. So we can get our spirit hearts, we can go back into the boss trap room. Say what you will about being carried, but I'm also making some shrewd moves here. That sucks. Shrewd moves, also the name of my brother Dwight's beet farm. That's a terrible joke. Doesn't make any darn sense. Anyway, down to the next floor, and we've got a successful run in our hands here. We just need to actually take it through to fruition. We're only on the 4th floor. We, at some point, should probably stop trading HP away. That point might be right now. But we're on the depths, so nothing serious is going to befall us on this floor if, you know, statistics are any indication, which oftentimes they are. We're a little slow still. We haven't really upgraded our speed at all, but because we can fly, we can kind of, you know, not have to worry about that so much. We've also been pretty bereft of keys for quite a long time. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, we've been bereft of keys for quite a long time, which I guess is a little problematic, but I'm not overly concerned about it yet. Because we've gotten more powerful than on like 90% of our runs without even being able to access the majority of our item rooms or shops. So, as much as I would love access to our map and compass, it's non-essential, and I don't want to be greedy, you know? This isn't an Oliver Twist like, you want some more type thing. Although, I guess the story of Oliver Twist, you know, the moral wasn't that Oliver Twist was greedy, it was more that, you know, people were starving. So it's maybe not necessarily the best kind of example to evoke in this situation. In any case, though, let's continue with our luxurious Isaac run here. We only have 2 HP, that's the dangerous part of what's going on right now. If we could just get a little bit more, or a relic or mitre or something like that, that would swing it enough. We honestly might not need it, though. Why are we getting so many red chests? I mean, in the curse rooms, I expected, but just randomly on a mob trap room without the left hand, that's somewhat unlikely. But I guess it makes a nice change of pace from getting golden chests, which we've had a staggering amount of as a result of having Guppy's Tail, which I would not trade for the world in spite of my complaining, because it obviously gave us access to one of the most powerful kind of item combinations we could possibly have. So we gotta be careful, because these flies, they act somewhat independent of me. End up shooting the bomb flies and causing me a whole world full of nightmares by exploding the bomb flies in my face. Amazingly, we have not taken red heart damage on this floor, and oh, that kinda sucks. Just give it a second here, stay out of the way of the laser bullets, and there you go. Alright, now Monster 2 is supremely effed, if I may, you know, pardon my French. Meat is such a good upgrade for us inside of our deal with the devil room. Come on, dog, just give us Krampus. But in any case, money equals power might even be better than Krampus, especially if we can get an arcade on the next floor. I know I said I was going to stop trading, but I was very tempted to even take the Parasite there. I actually, like, self-policed, and I walked out and said I'm not even going to reroll the Parasite to turn it into something better because I want to save some HP here. Time will tell if that ends up being the right decision. But money equals power. It's such a fun item that it could have been bad. Such a fun item, I basically can't say no. And I'm not going to sweat really spending money, because I think we'll be able to get a lot back. Especially considering we still have 87 bombs with which to find secret rooms. But I would love to get some keys to go to the shops, so we actually could spend our money. But this is going to go down as maybe one of the better, or one of the best runs we've ever had without the ability to actually access any rooms that happen to be behind closed doors. Sorry for the Conway Twitty reference. Another great name, Conway Twitty. That can't be a real one, though. That was... If I'm going to take red heart damage, that's the worst way to have it done. I think we're going to check our shop, just because the map or the compass could be so much more valuable than whatever we could find in the item room. And we should still look for the secret room, but to be honest with you, I guess it's got to be on the left side of that shop there. So we might not even have to use a key. Yeah, it seems pretty likely they would be right here. Okay, good critical thinking. Just because I am powerful now, that doesn't mean I've given up on the fundamentals, you know? Still practicing those layups. I don't think it's worth buying the Steam sale. I will pay 3 cents for a key, though. And we'll use that to hopefully access the shop on the next floor. We actually made money on that whole secret room transaction there, so that's pretty good. There's value in buying the Spirit Heart as well, but I'm just not... Well, you know what? We could reroll the the Steam sale. We should do that. I guess I'm just checking back here to see if there's something here that warrants it more than that, but I guess there wouldn't be no matter what it was. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So that's pretty much +1 damage. Well, I mean, it's not pretty much. It's literally +1 damage, but we can also flexibly use it as something else if we so choose. We could use it to buy an item, for example. Now, this is map and or compass. I would be an extremely happy individual here. Can't believe we're only on the depths part 1. That's bum friend. That's real bad. I'm gonna buy the Spirit Heart. Now that we have a little bit more cash. Not that we were low on it before, but now that we have a huge damage bonus, and we'll keep that huge damage bonus, I feel like we can protect ourselves a little bit as we head down to the next floor. Acropolis 2, dangerous, and this is actually a bit of a powder keg here, because we could pretty easily end up getting hit by, like, big bad, you know, champion enemies or just heavy enemies 3 times and end up getting down to 1 heart. If we lose our life, why can't I speak English? If we lose our life, like our big one here with 9 lives, I don't necessarily think that's the kiss of death. I think we can come back from that, but it's certainly going to make things a lot harder. So we're going to be trying not to make that happen, as you always try not to, you know, make that happen. Found our boss room right away, which is unfortunately a little bit of a penalty right now, because we have a lot of backtracking left to do. And this is very exciting. I'm obviously hoping for the HP, but also hoping to get fat stacks, yet not find ourselves killed. The map, I think, is worth picking up by itself, and I will buy this as well, even though it's costing us some money here. It'll pay for itself in the form of secret rooms and, well, eventually in the form of secret rooms. Might be able to bomb our way into the item room this way as well. And we have the blood bank, maybe even 2 blood banks, so I expect that we'll be able to get back to a healthy sum of money very, very shortly. Please be an item room. Or a library, I guess. Nope, just a, you know, ye old regular room. There is a tinted rock here. We haven't really, if there's any, like, mistake I've made on this run so far, that's hilarious. It's not having used pyro as well as I could have. You know, an early pyro can give you a lot of advantages. I've been a little lazy about not looking for second secret rooms, which could solve my HP problem. At the same time, you know, I play these video games to entertain, yes, but also to entertain my, oh, that was bad, to entertain myself. And I feel like I would be compromising my own entertainment by kind of getting dragged down to that minutia, right? So, something wrong with his minutia oblongata. We are in piss poor deal with the devil territory, as you just saw. Those are some not so fantastic items. Sister Maggie and teleport, neither of which really worth half of our stack of HP, I'd say. That is a boss trap room, which we can absolutely make use of. I'm excited about that. Bad damage. Any opportunity to snag HP at this point is awesome, and a golden key is actually beautiful. That means we'll be protecting our existing keys, be able to take at least 2 down to the next floor, which is half of what we need to eventually open up those chests on the chest. Hourglass, not very good at all. Get that taken care of. Yeah, homing bombs. Now we got 92 homing bombs. That's better-ish than 87 regular bombs. Pretty good haul, I'd say. So although I could gamble on our fortune teller a little bit, I'm not going to gamble on the fortune teller at all. Prefer to live on the seat of my pants. I don't think we'll be able to get to 99 cents, but I think we'll be able to do very well. Still kind of slow, too. I would love the blood bag for a number of reasons, but one of them is legitimately so that we can go a little bit faster. No rerolls will be coming for us here. Might as well go to that last room up there just to make sure that we've taken care of absolutely everything except for our boss trap room, which we'll visit post-haste. Not super psyched about the range upgrade. Yeah, I'm glad we're doing this, because we could get a, well, I was hoping a tarot card, and that is actually what we ended up getting. We could use that stars card to maybe get ourselves a deal with the devil after the boss fight, but honestly, I don't think many deals with the devil could persuade me right now. This isn't laziness. I think the world card is better for us moving forward, and I really have to be a little bit more prudent. I almost have to police myself, you know? If you're trying to kick heroin, maybe don't go out and hang out at a drug dealer's house, right? That's why if I'm trying to kick deals with the devil, I'm not gonna give myself a chance at finding myself in a situation with a deal with the devil. So unfortunately we didn't get the blood bag, but we did get the IV bag, which means that future blood banks can pay out for us if we so choose. And we give them the dedication and care that they so desire. We actually will get one more reroll that we can use on the boss trap room if we wanted, or we could use the stars card, teleport out, and use it on IV bag, but this, I'll admit, is some self-imposed laziness. Sure, a tears upgrade is really nice for us considering the damage that we do. And I'm very, very pleased with this run. That's so bad. With the notable exception, 2 exceptions, of our speed and HP, which is why a blood bag would have been so nice, but sincerely, we're in a magical place. If we could just get like 1 speed upgrade and maybe like 3 HP upgrades, there's a realistic chance that we're gonna be fine regardless. But there's also a fairly legitimate possibility that I've doubled down a little bit too much, and you know, after like 8 or 9 doublings, I find myself with like 1/16 the amount. That's not really how that works, by the way, but I find myself with a lot less HP than I otherwise would have had. And that can end up biting you in the ass. There's a tinted rock here. That's pretty exciting. Okay, now I don't feel so bad about our whole HP situation because I just noticed how much damage we did to Mom with regular tears in a very short amount of time. So I feel better about that. We are obviously going to take the Polaroid with us. And we got another Spirit Heart. Alright, it'll be interesting. I'm very happy with this run, and I think you have to be pretty happy with this run. It's Curse of the Lost, so I did pop the World card. It's a bit of a compromise. I don't know if I would have gone in this direction in the first place, but I feel like I'm okay making this decision. Oh, come on, you dicks. You're being dicks about it. Really? There we go. Alright, we're not going to do anything there, but we will skip by a room here. Probably not necessary, but that's okay. We'll just see if skeleton key's in here. Could be worth a key. Probably is worth a key, but might not be worth the HP that we would lose to visit it. So I'm going to stay away. I sincerely tried to get out of the way of that one, but we opened it by accident. That's okay. Probably not going to take another speed downgrade pill. Maybe we'll get a PhD somehow here, and that'll allow me to turn this into a speed upgrade, which honestly might be worth the HP. Why I picked up Pageant Boy is because I had money equals power, but I can't help but feel that a reroll might have been warranted there. Oh, come on. Just give me the Krampus fight at this point. I welcome it. Anyway, that went pretty well. I mean, Pageant Boy is a little bit of a... How much? We probably got 0.4 damage, which is not 0, but is also, I mean, we're going to trade it away in the hopes of getting an HP upgrade right now, so I might as well have just used my reroll on Pageant Boy instead. Mom's purse. I'll take it. Just in case we get another trinket, you never know. Could end up being very useful if we get like a cancer trinket or curved horn, or even the goat hoof would be amazing for us right now. One of those weird situations where, you know, items that are situational, this is the situation that you say they're situational. That almost made no sense, but you get the idea. In a way, I'm almost glad that we have so little HP because it forces me to make sure that I'm playing a little bit more shrewdly from a defensive standpoint. But it's the speed that kind of bothers me because if we were just a little bit faster, we'd be more likely to dodge. The fact that we're so slow means that there are a few enemies. Luckily, we have bombs, but there are a few enemies that could really run into, or cause us to run into trouble. For example, if we run into like double super lust on the chest, that is going to be a real problem. I truly believed there would be a tinted rock amongst them. But I'm not trying to play up false drama here. Like, this is offensively one of the strongest runs on record, especially recently. And I've had some very good runs recently, but like, especially considering the ease with which we became Guppy and got these like high damage items. I can't complain about that at all. The only thing I can complain about is the fact that if we just gotten a little bit of HP, I wouldn't be able to complain at all. That almost makes no sense. I know luck downgrades can be good sometimes too, but I'm going to take the luck upgrade. Just because I can. Oh, we're not going to open that. We'll check out our secret room quickly. Bob's Rotten Head is bad, but the secret room item pedestal is great. That might come with a small speed upgrade. It doesn't. No. Lord of the Pit does. I guess that's why I thought Transcendence might. It was worth picking up rather than leaving it on the ground, but that's okay. Alright. Now, 88 homing bombs. We're finally going to see their usage here. I did get hit by one of those turrets. Just again, combination of my lack of speed and also some not very shrewd dodges, I suppose. The homing bombs are doing what homing bombs are supposed to do, though, and this fight is over really before it even had a chance to begin. Skeleton key? And it's not, that's kind of like the opposite of skeleton key. I'm going to take an educated guess and say that our boss fight is going to be on the far right side here. Oh, thank you, greed. We're up to 93 cents. That's 99 right there. So this money equals power pickup was really good. It gave us +4 damage. That's incredibly solid. Just checking to see if this was the boss room. And really, when we run into rooms where we face one enemy like that, it's not a concern at all. Unless that one enemy is Isaac or Blue Baby. Our flies do so much damage that we basically can't be touched. This ended up indeed being the right way. Ooh, a little dangerous there on the bomb. I like to put one bomb down, especially if we can afford to, because of the rocks in the way. But anyway, so we're slow, and we're going to be hitting Isaac a lot here. Those are always problems, but the fact that our damage is so high is likely going to make those problems a little bit more moot than usual. So we're about 2/3 of the way done. Now about 90% of the way done. It's amazing how fast that can change. Angel Fetus is dead, and we're gonna end up having to tank some damage. That's just unavoidable. I'll take Spoonbender, and I'll take Guardian Angel too, but we'll reroll Mom's Pad for Luckfoot. If we find some pills that drop, we may end up going for it. But for now, I think Luckfoot might be better used as a reroll, because everything's topsy-turvy at this point in the game. I would love to get some Spirit Hearts back, but let's be honest, we're probably okay, but we're definitely okay with one good tarot card, which could happen right now. Yeah, okay. We'll save that for now. Bad Trip is really good as well. Bad Trip is going to be like our temporary failsafe for now. What happens if you get Luckfoot and Bad Trip? Does that just become full health? Because it could be more useful for us in that context. Just because we wouldn't have to worry about it. I know we have rerolls that we can use here, by the way, but kind of feeling like I just want to knock out these rooms as quickly as possible while I have momentum. And there's our boss room. So now we have like a clearer picture of kind of like the puzzles that we're going to be going up against here, the puzzle blocks we find ourselves in. Very easy chests so far. I shouldn't be getting myself too worked up right now because pretty much we've won. Yeah, we've won. Especially with this Bad Trip pill. So we'll take a Hierophant card. We'll reroll the bomb bag, even though we could reroll Dead Sea Scrolls. That's not a good item. We'll take Luckfoot, just because we can. And we could take Dead Sea Scrolls into the boss fight, but I don't think it matters. But it could be Book of Revelations, but it could be Kamikaze. No, I'll handle this boss fight the way I know how, which is, you know, we're pretty much mathematically almost guaranteed to win if I just don't F around with any kind of cutesy stuff. If we just kind of tackle this the way it's meant to be tackled on the page, we should be fine. Although I've taken a lot more damage than I did early on that Isaac fight. Thanks a lot, Guardian Angel. There's our full health pill in action. We still got to be a little careful here. Our rage is built up though, and okay, that should take care of it. A little bit more dangerous than it looked like, but that Bad Trip pill ended up working out nicely. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the run. The streak continues. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.